See you through the smoke.
Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 8 of Through the Smoke. Myself, Paul Sugden.
Athila Roos.
And Shane McBagley back here.
If you can't see us, or if you're not watching on YouTube, you'll see that we're in a car driving back to... No.
Oh, well, we are going back home eventually.
Yeah.
After there will be a long drive ahead of us. We've just been to the Isle of Skye, and we also did a little hop over the water to the Isle of Raasay. We've visited Torabhaig, we've visited Talisker, and we visited Raasay distilleries. Plus, Shane was out in the wild, barbecuing around and making delicious goodies for all of us, which was great.
Yeah.
Barbecuing around.
Wow.
Barbecuing around.
Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
To barbecue. Barbecuing around. I don't know.
You can barbecue around with a camping grill.
There you go.
The point.
There you
Okay.
go.
Fine.
But we also left out the lunch we had on the way up to Isle of Skye, where we went to
So we stopped at the Artisan in
that's
Wishaw and saw the lovely couple that is Derek and Fiona. For those of you that don't know, definitely look up Artisan at Wishaw.
that was like the craziest whiskey bar I've
Yes.
seen. It literally looked like, I don't know, some sort of library from Hogwarts, but where all the books were replaced with bottles of old dusty whiskeys. It was really cool.
Yeah, they have the most ridiculous whiskey collection.
3,000 bottles? Is that what they said?
Yeah. Fiona said it's about 3,000 bottles, which is a healthy amount.
And it's all crazy stuff as well.
It
It's
is
not
all crazy
like
stuff.
just normal releases of things. It's
Yeah.
every single weird release you get from each distillery. Amazing independent bottlings.
Yeah,
Phenomenal collection.
they have virtually everything that has ever come out of Bruichladdich.
Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing. Actually, we just tasted from them a little Octomore 10-year-old from Octomore Farm, which is a single cask that was bottled from, was it James Brown's personal cask? Fair enough. So James Brown is the farm that actually looks after Octomore Farm.
Not the father of funk.
No.
Not that
Although
James Brown.
he's like 7 foot tall, so he could be the father of nearly anything if you want, including funk. So yeah, definitely worth a stop. We had a delicious Octomore burger, and we've tried 5 drams there. I tried much less. Well, I didn't drink any of it because I was driving.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
your little, yeah.
I gotta say, more than the Octomore burger, those dirty haggis fries.
Oh yeah.
What was
Oh,
it
yeah.
called? The Glaswegian salad?
Yeah.
I loved that. That was so good.
No, wait, it wasn't the
the
Glaswegian salad. That's when
Glaswegian
they
salads were the
fried.
fries.
Oh yeah, the haggis one, it was called a Timorous Beastie.
Timorous
Timorous,
Beastie.
Yeah, Timorous
yeah.
Beastie,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes.
But I do
Delicious.
like the term Glaswegian salad for some dirty fries. I'm gonna reuse that.
It's good. It's very good. Then we carried on our way, got to Skye about 6:30 p.m. We were then meeting Stuart, which is the brand ambassador for Torabhaig, and we had a lovely dinner at the Sprig, which is a restaurant at the House of Juniper? Is that correct?
Yeah.
And they have some lovely huts there as accommodation and things. But yeah, we had a lovely dinner with Stuart from Torabhaig, who
What a lad!
he's
He is
proper
such a
lad.
dude.
Yeah, really cool. We had a very relaxed, very cool evening. We talked about all things Torabhaig, all things distillery, lots of hilarious anecdotes and little stories about the company, about different people in the team. We've learned plenty. And we then tasted during dinner the Outglown, Glein.
I think it was pronounced Glein.
Glein.
Yeah.
Wow, sorry for the whatever rubbish pronunciation we're using. But it was the second release of the Legacy series, so the second ever release of Torabhaig. We also tested the third release, which is the Croque Pneumonia, which is then with a little bit of Oloroso and PX into the mix of the original release, and then the fourth release, which is the Sound of Slate, which is what is currently on the market, as well as then the badge strength Sound of Slate, which is just over 60% ABV.
Yeah, and the Sound of Slate's the one that's bourbon, then finished in refill, recharred bourbon, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So very tasty creatures.
Yeah, I
Lovely.
was a big fan of the cask strength one.
Yeah. Then we headed north, went to Portree, which is where we were staying. Beautiful fishing village town, coastal town, lovely,
It's a lot
colourful
bigger than I was
houses.
expecting it to
It is
be.
not a little village,
I
it's a
guess-
lovely town.
Because I'm referencing, like, when we went to Tobermoor, I was expecting something about that sort of size, if not smaller.
Yeah.
And it's, people live there.
What they do, well, nice little hotels and bars and things to do, which is quite fun.
So when we were in Portree, we went to a couple of a pub or two pubs, and after being fueled by whiskey and beer for the whole day, we decided to start sorting ourselves into Harry Potter houses. Mainly because Ben looks evil, so he's definitely from Slytherin.
Yeah, who started this?
That's where it started, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
So it was, so Ben being in Slytherin.
Although he didn't take the test, so it's not been confirmed. I reckon he's a muggle. He's not getting it, mate.
Shane was so upset when we decided he was in Hufflepuff.
And then
he then did the test.
And he is a
And I got
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff, yeah. Then I looked it up. For some reason, I thought a Hufflepuff was like all the special needs kids. But
Can't say that.
I mean, Cedric Diggory was in Hufflepuff.
He was a boss.
Yeah,
He was good.
He was, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't really know any of them. Most of them were like dead ghosts. But yeah.
Yeah. And then we got to the ultimate debate, which was everyone was adamant that I was in Ravenclaw. And
you got Ravenclaw.
And I think I should probably be in Ravenclaw. And then every test I ever do on the site is always 80% Gryffindor.
Yeah, so Gryffindor. And Ben kept saying that I was Slytherin, and I did 2 different tests, and both of them showed that I was Ravenclaw. Although one of them, there was a tie between Ravenclaw and Gryffindor.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
either the tests are wrong or Ben's wrong, whichever way it is.
Ben is generally wrong anyway, so it's fine. So we decided that regardless of the houses, Ben is wrong.
Right. Guess in theory we have one of each in the group.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's,
Yeah, so we've got
something
a
like that.
50-50 Ravenclaw Gryffindor, whoever, depending on the mood.
Yeah, exactly. According to how much whiskey.
It's right.
Yeah. And
Good.
then next morning we had a fairly early start, which was that meant that I was not very popular with my morning start wake-up calls to the team. But we at 7 a.m. we had to be in the
And
car.
also, he disappeared for 20 minutes, so we were all stood out by the car. We'd all got up, got ready, and then he disappears.
I started getting sent memes and pictures. So, he was
starts-
sat down somewhere.
I was
on the throne,
busy.
man.
He starts social mediaing while we're sat out in the cold.
It's a working trip after all. We left about just after 7 a.m. so we could be at Torabhaig for 8 a.m. where we were meeting Stuart. And before we started the distillery tour, we then headed off to a little, I want to say like a little beach area, but basically it's a peat bog area behind the distillery.
Iron Brew.
Where
I'm Bruce sponsorship. Mark
That'll-
two.
I'm into the Iron Brew this time around. Every time I've had it before, I've kind of been underwhelmed by it, but I liked it.
Well, we got the
good.
proper one today, the 1604, the original recipe, which
Yeah.
is fantastic.
That pairing of Iron Brew with classic laddie, it's a solid pairing. It's really good.
Abby Clefan, who's the brand ambassador for Procladi, will be agreeing with you if she listens to this.
She sounds like a woman of taste.
Exactly, she is. She's awesome. Anyway, back to the pit bog behind the distillery. So there's a little bay beach area thing behind the distillery at Torabhaig, and there's also the ruins of a 16th century castle. Beautiful.
Get the
A pretty cool castle.
Yeah,
and probably
pretty
one of
cool
the
castle.
coolest places I've lit a barbecue.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty awesome.
Barbecuing at a peat bog by a 16th century castle, being rained on.
Yeah, it was very wet. Sorry about the soggy breakfast rolls. We did some haggis and sausage baps that were, or not baps, grilled sourdough toast. Which
My bread did disintegrate halfway through the bat, but it
Yeah,
was
so
okay
did
because
mine.
it tasted fantastic.
It's a bit of taste of Scotland. It
the bread was
perfect.
just as juicy as the haggis inside.
With Scottish rain.
I've never had slightly smoked haggis before. It was good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it was quite fun. Yeah, so train. Shane. My God, this is going off piste already. Shane prepared some delicious breakfast babs, and we again started with a little retaste of Torabhaig Sound of Slate batch strength, which was a good way to have your breakfast.
It was a bit early,
It
even
was
for
a
me.
bit early, 8:30, 9 o'clock.
8:30.
I was there for it, mate. That was
I think I've drank.
Shane had no shame.
yeah, because I hadn't yet had a coffee, that was waking me up just the same.
While it was a little bit early, I still think it tasted better with the breakfast.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was great. Really good.
And once again, hats off to Stuart. If you guys are on social media, look him up, the Dram Dabbler. He really made that whole tour. I thought he brought such a human side to the distillery with, just chatting about all the staff and people involved and the owner of the distillery.
Exactly.
It's now that I've been on a few more of the distillery tours, a lot of times, a bit like when we went to Talisker, sometimes they can lack a bit of personality and the story behind them. And his was, he 100% delivered on on the human experience side of it. It's great.
Exactly. It becomes. It's not. We didn't feel that it wasn't a brand thing at all. It was very much a love for the distillery.
Yeah.
And the distillery loving back, because he was telling us all of the different things that the distillery was doing. Basically with quite a long-term vision.
And this is one of the things which I find particularly interesting about new wave distilleries. And this is not me throwing shade on old school, centuries old distilleries in any way. But with every new wave distillery, so with us, you guys are going to Raasay, with people like Lochlee and Clydeside and all of these 20 or so other new wave distilleries, there is one person who had a vision for the whiskey. They were like, I want to make this whiskey. And then they work back. I want to make that whiskey, so I need this spirit, so I need to ferment like this, I need to mash like this, I need this barley. And that's very different from the way the flavours have developed over centuries from the old traditional distilleries. Our understanding of the science of distillation, of what happens inside the still, of what happens inside the washback, of what happens inside the mash tun, and of what happens inside the cask, has really only developed fully to where it is now in the last 40 years at most. That's probably when it started growing. Last 20 years, we've understood a hell of a lot more. We really now understand a lot of the science. It used to just be this black box. We put barley in at that end, and we got booze out at this end. And we knew that if we did A, B, C, and D, we got booze, and the booze was good. And that's how the illicit distillers started. They were like, I took this, even mashing. So nowadays, we mash at 3 temperatures. We do our 64-ish, we do our 80-ish, and we do our 90-ish. Those illicit distillers, they were doing that inadvertently. So they put the mash in water and they heated it up. So it came through those temperatures. So it came through 64 and extracted enzymes. It went through 80 degrees and extracted lots of starches. It came right up to 90 and pulled out the very last of the starches. And as it went up, those enzymes were breaking down the starches. They didn't know that's what was happening. Now we do. So now we control it really precisely. It's the same with all of these things. We now understand so much better how all of these things work, why they work, and how we can use them to our advantage.
So towards the end of our tour, we then headed to the warehouse, and there was about 9-10 different casks laid in front of all the barrels, and a number of them had a little plastic/rubber bung, so we could actually taste a number of different whiskies, which we did. There was a lovely Torabhaig in Takai cask,
That was pretty special.
which is pretty special. A really fun mezcal one.
Oh wow,
I really like that.
it's kind of gone a bit creamy and
Yeah.
like sort of key lime pie, like kind of. Just like a little bit of a limey finish, and then into the cream. That's changed it a lot. That
That's lovely.
yeah.
Spices nice as well.
It's got at the end nice dry spice. Yeah, bit of white pepper at the end.
Yeah, there's a green note to it, like a creamy green.
That's what, I can't put the name on it. That's why I think it's like limey.
Vegetable on the
Yeah.
nose, but on the palate
Kind
it's
of
not.
like
on
a
the
little
palate
bit of
it's
lime
sweet and-
zest, where it's kind of that. I don't know how lime zest can go. It sounds grim, but there's sometimes a little bit of an armpit taste to it.
Armpit.
But in a good way.
He's selling that cask.
That's-
Please come to
Have a lick.
come to Torabhaig and have some armpit.
I have definitely smelled armpit going around distilleries before.
Well, you definitely smelled armpit.
I mean, I have, obviously, of course. Have you not smelled armpit?
Smelled armpits, yeah.
There you go.
But it's
How
like
did this
the
conversation go?
Yeah.
limey mezcal flavor.
You were telling us slightly funny stories about Americans coming in. Now you have one more.
Americans and the armpit sniffing. It's always that terrifying moment on a flight when somebody gets on and you're like, not this one, not that seat, not that seat, not that seat, not that seat. Oh.
That might have been my favourite one.
Yeah, I think it might have been mine. It was just because it was such a good use of a mezcal cask.
Yeah.
And I
And
thought
also,
it worked with their flavour really well. It was
Yeah.
really nice.
It's. I mean, yeah, it was a lot different than other mezcal casks that I've had before. Not that I've had masses, but the mezcal really came through in a way that wasn't overpowering it. But yeah, that was
True.
And
awesome.
the PX was beautiful.
Yeah,
but
we
like,
finished with a PX cask, which was,
That one was delicious, but I kind of knew exactly what to expect from it, and it
'cause
delivered
it
on
was,
that.
It was just a great PX
Yeah.
cask, and with great spirit inside it. Yeah.
in very Gloucestershire vocabulary, it was lush. It is a very
Or
Gloucestershire
did
word.
Paul say it?
What is it?
It is very
No.
Gloucestershire.
I
Yes,
say it all the time.
exactly.
Yeah, blessed.
Yeah.
Really?
I do too.
I
I'm
did
just not
not
down with the
use.
kids.
I did not use to. No one would say lush. Maybe a few people from
Yeah, like
from
20
further north. But
20 years ago,
I
they
think
said
it's like a
lush.
Southwest thing, because I'm sure of.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been down here for a long time, and I really don't hear many people say the word lush.
oh,
Well, it's,
it's been 4 years I'm in the Cotswolds. I heard more lush over the last 4 years than I've learned.
I think
in the
I
last
learned
16
Gert
years before
Lush
that.
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a big thing. Gert Lush.
I was going to
Gert
say, I think I
lush.
learned
Okay,
it from
well,
Vicky
fine,
Pollard.
I get that one. The
so,
Gert
yeah.
lush you hear quite a bit, but
Yeah.
My stepsister is like proper Gloucestershire, and that's her kind of main adjective is that is absolutely lush. I loves that.
Yeah, no, even when Islay was a little shrimp and she had tons of hair, I remember going around with her strapped around the front. You have the little baby carrier thing, and just going to the supermarket and buying stuff. And she must have been, I don't know, like a month and a half, 2 months. And she had just this puff of black hair in front of me. And the little lady in the counter served me like, oh, look at her hair, so lush. Yeah, it is a word that I hear plenty in Gloucestershire. So it is, to my opinion, a Gloucestershire word.
ooh, my
Even if-
opinion.
Exactly.
It's worth talking about how with that PX cask, it wasn't meant to be opened, and that Athila did a jig in order
Let's
to
not
get
talk
It was
about that.
quite. It was. I'm not sure we got. I don't think I've got it on film.
We
But he
had
literally jigged like a small child. It's like,
we had tasted by then, I think, 6 or 7 different casks, which I think was the original plan was to maybe open 4, which was one
Yeah,
for
he
each of us.
said we could all pick one.
Yeah, we can all
and
pick
then
one, and by the end of it, we
They
had
also
run
had to
really
be
two.
ones with the plastic
whoa,
bungs
whoa,
in.
whoa, let's not get him in trouble. I'm not sure.
I
we should
mean,
have done
we
that.
only tried 4. Very well-behaved group. Stuart was on
You
point.
didn't
Everything.
tap any fresh casks.
No,
That's
no.
No.
Well, swiftly moving on.
Moving on. La la la. From there, we had the plan was originally to do a stop at the ferry pools, which is a beautiful site that you can go, and there's some lovely pools and amazing bits of landscape from Skye. Actually, anywhere you go in Skye is bloody gorgeous, incredible place. But we were, well, our tour
At Torabhaig.
extended a little bit because we enjoyed ourselves too much. Thank you again, Stuart. I think I had planned originally that we would probably be done by 11:30, and I think it was a little bit after 1 o'clock when we left, which is sign of a very good morning. So we rushed to grab a bite, and we stopped at the most beautiful find, which was a little spot called the Oyster Shed.
That place was so cool. Like that was almost as much of a highlight as a lot of the distilleries. It's basically like a little shed with some amazing seafood on offer that wasn't very expensive. And they took in a little food truck outside. They had lobsters, flipping langoustines.
Yeah, we had half a kilo of langoustines.
Yeah.
A whole lobster.
A whole lobster. A dozen oysters.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
We had, I don't know, a fair amount of hot smoked salmon.
Yeah, chips.
And chips.
And
it
garlic
was,
sauce and garlic butter.
and all the sauce and
stuff,
everything else. And it was 65 quid or something like that.
Yeah.
For
So-
like tons of food.
Incredible value, amazing food, super fresh, very simple. Definitely worth a visit. Definitely
Almost
worth a
the
visit.
exact opposite of everything that Talisker was.
Oh! He went there, let's go.
Well, then we followed Talisker, which is the one distillery that was on Skye for a good couple hundred years before the guys of Torabhaig got set up. Talisker is a distillery on the northish west of the island. Beautiful place. There's a lovely, great-looking restaurant called the Three Chimneys just in front there.
It did look nice.
It did look
Yeah,
nice.
we thought it was a cafe and had to run away.
Yeah.
It was way too nice for us.
Yeah.
So we did the experience at Talisker. It was called Made by the Sea.
Yeah,
Which
made by the sea.
is good value. You pay £20.
I don't. Come on. Do you think it's good value?
I think it's good value. The experience could have been better.
Okay.
But for you pay £20 and you taste 3 whiskies.
Okay. Well, Attila's been very diplomatic there. I feel so. Shane fell asleep. Right. I almost fell asleep because the room was so
The
hot.
room was warm.
Yeah, the room was really hot.
They put on like mood lighting, and then
Yeah.
like there's a lot of like wave crashing sounds in the background. It was almost emulating the womb. It was really
Take you
cozy.
right back to being in a room.
And
Yeah.
you know, I mean, the tour guide, he was nice enough and,
He was
and
good,
enthusiastic. Like, I'm not throwing any shade on him. He was good, but I think he was doing the best with what he had.
Yeah, it was quite a corporate presentation, if you may. There was a lot of imagery, there was a lot of videos, so at times he would talk a little bit and then basically point out towards the imagery there would be like a voiceover and some beautiful landscape of things on Skye, but
Almost more of like a Visit Skye advert.
Yeah.
yeah,
that was on repeat.
a bit far-fetched from the actual whiskey.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, when we went, they were doing their silent period, so they closed on the day that we got there, so we couldn't go around the distillery. But I think that if I would miss the distillery tour and did that instead, I don't think I really saw anything about the distillery, like the nuts and bolts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
And they could definitely done with a little bit of that, like some pictures of the stills or pictures of the, the process.
Yeah, I think a little
talk
bit
a bit
more
more
about the
about
story.
Yeah, the story, the distillery itself,
Because there's a lot of interesting
what makes
things.
it. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Like
Talisker,
the thing about the two brothers rowing a boat up from the Isle of Egg to start it there, that bit was cool, but
Yeah.
they don't really like go into
Yeah, it doesn't develop any
Yeah.
really much further from there. So
And-
a big missed opportunity there, I say.
There's another big missed opportunity in the fact that the bar shuts at the end of the tour.
I was fuming because I went to the lady beforehand and I was looking at the menu and she said, "Are you going on the tour?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Well, we haven't got much time." And I said, "Fair enough." But I'm almost certain that she said, "We'll be open afterwards." And when we got out of the tour, they closed.
They did.
Which is absolutely fine. If they want to go home and that's their finishing time, that's fine. But it just would have been nice for them to say, "Look, guys, the bar will not be open
True.
Yeah.
True. And other than the Talisker 10 and Talisker Skye, which we tried both, and one of them is whiskey. The other one we would not recommend. The one that is whiskey I wouldn't particularly recommend either.
Oh, well, I think the 10's okay. The 10's good.
Yeah, no, but it's a 5. It's whiskey.
Yes. Okay, fine.
You give it a glass, you drink it, but you don't particularly love it. And then we tasted a distillery exclusive, or the distillery, or the Henfield that was then going, which is is it 9-year-old?
9 years old.
9-year-old red wine cask.
Yeah, rejuvenated red wine.
Rejuvenated.
That one was nice.
Red wine STR, which was nice.
Yeah.
So we had one good whiskey there, which was nice.
It was good. I really enjoyed it. I gave
Yeah.
it a good solid 7, and I bought a bottle.
Same here. Shane didn't like it as much.
Yeah. They are getting a bit punchy in pricing, though. All
are
these handfills.
Quite
I'm-
punchy.
Yeah,
yes.
all of them are like 130 quid plus.
Yeah,
Which
I'm sure like 6 months ago they were all 100 quid.
Yeah. The Edge was ambitious with the pricing too.
Yeah.
So that was it with Talisker. That is it.
That's it. Yeah. Okay.
And then we went back to the hotel to get ready for our day at Raasay the following day.
We may have cracked up on quite a few other drums that we have brought with us.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
We did.
we
Yeah.
did.
So we tried the distillery exclusive from the
Torabhaig,
Torabhaig.
which was an ex-rye cask.
Yes. That was
A
a lot of fun.
healthy
Yeah, that was lovely.
61%.
Yep.
Very healthy, lovely, vibrant. Lots going on, which was quite fun.
I love the rye spice came through on the end. It was almost like
Yeah.
2 different whiskies.
Yeah, it
Like,
begins
was
quite
so
like a-
smooth and delicate, and then it like good kick at the end is really fun.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Yeah, it was a good night.
It was a good
Yeah.
night. We had some pizza.
We had some
We had
pizza.
some
The pizza
whiskey.
was good.
Pizza was good.
Yeah.
In between all these drams, when we were back at our hotel as well, there's a constant issue we were having where everyone else has responsibly gone to bed, and the lounge area is in pitch black, but there's these kind of light sensors, and every 10 seconds to 2 minutes, the light would go off and plunge us into darkness, and Athila would do a stranger dance or karate or something of that nature in order to restore light
You turned
to
into
our whiskey drinking.
Let there be light.
you turned into a samurai, did a dance, a ninja.
It's you have to exercise nowadays, so that's just keeping my moving going on. So, a big shout out and thank you to Stuart Dick from Torabhaig for helping organizing everything and indeed leading the tour. Thanks also to Ewan again from Diageo for organizing the tour and the connection at Talisker. Do you want to tell us about the video?
When this drops as well, we'll have our 50-minute video vlog. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah,
Vlog.
The vlog.
the video blog.
The video log. Yeah, okay. It's going to be fantastic. Like, loads of amazing, crazy drone shots. Lots of fun bits of tastings. Apparently a mangled deer, which I don't think I saw, but maybe I was drunk. We'll see what happens.
Maybe some wild haggis.
And definitely some wild haggis. Yeah. It should be an absolute good 15 minutes of fun. Pop over to YouTube and watch that. It looks like it was great when I saw it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't checked this out, head to YouTube to watch any of the episodes and like and subscribe on all of your podcasting platforms, Spotify and the like. Thanks for listening to episode 8 of Through the Smoke.
See you through the smoke.
I see you through